Post-traumatic stress disorder is a psychiatric condition that may occur in people who have experienced or witnessed a traumatic event or series of traumatic events. The individual often experiences the event or events as emotionally or physically harmful or life-threatening. Many people who are exposed to a traumatic event experience symptoms similar to PTSD in the days following the event. However, for a person to be diagnosed with PTSD, symptoms must last for more than a month and must cause significant distress or problems in individuals' daily functioning.
As far as Iraq, I didn't carry anything. Carrying a Dear John letter, that's bad luck. I think the only thing I did was right before we crossed over. It was probably like my last honest prayer, in which I said, just let me get out of here 10 finger, 10 toes, my ding dong, and so I can get back to my family. And then I promised that I would find a nice quiet place to live the rest of my life and not try to live in so much hatred and anger. That was the last honest prayer, because I meant that. Because I knew that I was going to come back, or they were going to come back. And yeah, that was it. Somewhere in February, when we were about to go, raining, slept on top of the Humvee in a sleeping bag. I remember everybody else slept in the Humvee, trying to stretch out, and then you're just trying to sleep. But you can't sleep when you know you're about to go into combat. First time we go through, they had real life thugs, American thugs, but the people who don't eat every day, who slice your neck and just steal your clothes just because they don't have any clothes. So that was the first time. And they had RPGs, they had machine guns, they had already overtaken the other convoys. So you're trying to deal with that, sleep. And luckily I had a 249. That was the only thing I could think of that was going to save me, because I had a machine gun over everybody else. But that wouldn't matter when you had IEDs, which were tank mines, RPGs, piano wire, strung up across, high and low. Anything. So you're trying to go to sleep with all that in the back of your head. First you get wife and kids back home, your family back home, and you're just 20. Yeah, because I was 20 at the time. But we crossed over to the berm from Kuwait into Iraq on the highway to hell, where we just bombed out a bunch of Iraqis. And then our XO, this white guy, can't remember his name, was like, "Welcome to hell, boys," and locked his magazine in and loaded up his weapons, and then it was weapons free at that point. It was like, okay, we're hot. Load it up, pull the trigger back, got the bolt back, but the gun's on safe. And then you see the oil wells in the background burning, and you're like, this is it. This is Iraq. This is combat. This is it. At any time, anything can happen. Like right across the berm, they could have blown us up. Could have saw us. Mm-hmm. It just looks like how you see in the movies, but then you see it in real life, and it's like it's actually burning, and then it's oil burning down on you. You can't see it because it's right before the morning, probably about 6 a.m. You see little black spots on it, and it's like, oh, that's the oil burning from the oil wells that I just saw. I mean, they look cool in the background, but they were burning them to come and kill you. And then everything was trash. And they tell you to look out for trash. So it's like, okay, I don't know which piece of trash is it going to be the one that's going to blow me up. Yeah. People looking at you that you've never seen before. And you coming in and you're trying to make sure they're not hurting you. You're trying to make sure you speed through in the middle of the night, trying to stay awake, paying attention. You haven't slept. It had been maybe like 12 hours since the last time I had talked to your mom. Just to tell her goodbye, hey, this is what's going on. If I remember that was the exact time. So I don't know the last time I had maybe talked to anybody from the States. You just try to make sure, okay, so it's like, don't die. Just don't die. That's it. It's easy to think about, but then when you put yourself into that situation, it's like, don't die. You have 1,000 things going on in your head that can go wrong, but it's like, just don't die. Mm-hmm. But it's like, but today could be the day. Then you get to the first checkpoint, and then it's like, okay, all right, we made it. Everybody made it. Everybody's safe. Try to sleep, and I think the whole trip took us 4 days to go about 300 miles. To pass through Baghdad, going through like Fallujah, seeing bombs, bombed out places, dried up blood on the side of the road, tattered, burnt up clothes, shell casings on the streets. You know, people looking at you just hating you. And yeah, I made it. I made it through the gates. And now I just gotta start the clock now and just make it. Oh yeah, every day. Every day I was gonna die. Every day. Every day you're gonna die. Like there was no rule that said that just because of your rank, who you are, who you're married to, how much money you had, who your folks were back home, what you did in school, what you didn't do in school. Nothing said that today could have been your day. That's probably why everybody likes it so much, because everybody was equal. Like everybody could die. And favorite message from your mom while I was in? Probably that somebody back home loved me and believed in me, and kind of understood what I was going through during that time, and that probably she would have sacrificed her time and her life just as much as I would, as I did. So they're back home in Edgefield. But just, you know, just photos of you and her kind of growing up, kind of the stuff that I missed out on. Yeah, those things, pictures. Things that make me happy now. That's a good one. I guess seeing people protest now for their rights, that some people gave their lives that I know of that died over there. Seeing you guys protest, seeing you guys better off than I am because of that sacrifice.
Is there anything you wanted to talk about that we didn't talk about?
I guess I would tell people that it's easy to be angry. It's a lot harder to be good. And that's the reason why we're having this conversation now, is because of our inability 20 years ago to have better ties with the people that we live with and to respect one another as human beings. And that's probably the saddest thing that I could say to my existence, is being, I guess, just a good-natured person who has done bad things and, you know, tiptoed the line. But overall, yeah, be yourself. And if you don't feel right, then it's not right. Listen to your gut and live a little bit. Live your life. Just be a good person while you're doing it. That's it.
Cool. I think that's all I needed. This is your time.
Okay. My name is Tyron Bettis. I'm just an American human being, I guess.
That works too. Cool.